Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
But it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts.
What's up?
Siamese twins.
Bloody fucking hell.
Sir George. Screw you. You have no sense of humor.
You just disappear into this abyss of ice. Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
Almost gonna laugh.
They don't give a damn.
Expert analysis right there. Trying to grow the game.
Shut up, dude.
Screw you.
Half the man I am.
You number 5 Super Bowls.
Sir George. You're being a jerk.
I got a big ass.
Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
Take your ass and be a PE all-star. I'm tired of talking to you. You're being a jerk.
It drives me nuts. But it drives me nuts.
What's up?
Siamese twins.
Sir George.
Bloody fucking hell. Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
Bullshit. You're getting too deep into this.
One of the Kardashians' asses. Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
Take your ass and be a PE all-star.
It's not to protect your fucking teeth.
Buttholes PBJ sandwich. You just disappear into this abyss of ice. Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
Expert analysis right there.
First off, you need to get your facts effing straight.
Shut up, dude. 5 Super Bowls. You number 1. How do you like me now? They don't give a damn.
I'm tired of talking to you.
Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
Trying to grow the game.
Just shut the hell up.
What's up?
Siamese twins.
Sir George. He's old.
Who's ready to dance?
What's the weirdest thing you've ever killed and ate?
Buttholes PBJ sandwich.
Damn.
That's not what I meant. That is just off the wall bad.
He was talking about doing hard shit. Well, his prediction is bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
Just shut the hell up.
Cowboys, the shit team. You number 1, Jared. Number 1.
Sir George. Trying to grow the game.
Shut up, dude. Talked about buttholes made me hungry for a PBJ sandwich.
Are playing with sticks and pop all the time.
Bullshit.
They don't give a damn.
I can't even bullshit y'all. Expert analysis right there.
You're almost gonna laugh.
So if you don't like it, screw you. You have no sense of humor.
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony! What's your name? Ezekiel! Fuck you, Ezekiel! Fuck you!
Whoa, had to switch up on the flow, gotta keep them on their toes. I move quick, I make the most, why they copy what I wrote. Follow everything I post, never trip about a clone. Cause they know what's a sheep to a goat. Yeah. Welcome to the main event. Applying pressure, but I promise they ain't make it then. In their heads, living free, I ain't paying rent. Wake up in the AM, making G's like Mercedes-Benz. Whoa, hey, please don't take offense. It isn't you, I'm just not interested in making friends. My biggest fear is finding out that this came and went. So go ahead, but I'm staying in.
Well, you're being a jerk.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever killed and ate?
Siamese twins.
Siamese. What did you say? Siamese twins.
But no.
Oh God, I just got what you were saying. That's not what I meant. Oh man, that is just off the wall bad.
He was talking about doing hard shit. Well, his prediction is bullshit.
Or, hey, Jerry. Hey, Jerry. I just sold Jerry a joke. Hey, Jerry. You said, well, this ain't your number 1. You're number 1, Jerry. Number 1.
No nudity on this show. We may drop an MFer once in a while, but we are not going nude. Good Lord. I think you're trying to cover your own ass right now. And don't.
You know what? I got a big ass, so
That's a lot of
take
cover.
a lot of cover. It take a blanket, damn it.
More like a drape.
Is that so I can open it up when I need to go? You know,
Hey, you're getting too deep into this.
No.
Rivalries make sports great, but they
Yes.
got to be on the same level. And I'm sorry, Angel Reese ain't on the level of Caitlin Clark. Like, it's not Magic Bird. If you don't want to commit to it, take your ass and be a PE all-star.
First off, you need to get your facts effing straight.
What? You're the coach. Shut up, dude.
All you haters, shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up.
I won 5 Super Bowls, damn it. How dare you call the Cowboys the shit team? Watch the Cowboys. It'll be fun, they said. Bloody fucking hell, it was no fun.
It was like riding a train around one of the Kardashians' asses, and you just disappear into this abyss of ice. Somehow he talked about buttholes and made me hungry for a PBJ sandwich.
And they're playing with sticks, and they're playing with a little puck all the time.
Expert analysis right there.
Trying to grow the game, man. Global game.
These people, they don't give a damn.
I've ridden the Eye of London. I've also ridden the butthole of London.
You're almost going to laugh. I can see it. Almost fixing to lose it. It draws me nuts.
I don't ever want to see you ever again. You've been absolutely atrocious.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
Yes, folks. Welcome in. The self-proclaimed best in the podcast game are back this evening. I am Casey, the remix schedule. The bald and the beautiful, as always. My old man, Eddie, the original schedule. Say hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
All right. Always. He's very literal as well. We're going to save the joke because I want to see if you get Delvin to laugh. Because we got a guest, the first official guest on Prime Coverage Sports Network. We got to announce right after our show last week we're joining Prime Coverage. It wasn't ready to be announced yet. So Delvin Morris, I'm going to play a little video. We're going to bring him in here in a second. Very excited. He's one of my former players. Definitely the biggest player I've ever coached. 100%, without a doubt. In more ways than one. Had a very big personality. I'm gonna love reminiscing a little bit with him here in a minute. But let's take a little look at Delvin with this video. 57. Check him out.
I was in the streets, took it to the booth for that ice and cream. Give me triple scoops. My life's a dream, no lie to truth. Living like the king, balling like a hoop. I'm a big diamond, worth a lot of loot. Forever shining.
All right, just a real quick one there. We're gonna bring him in right here. Yeah, that'll work.
There he is.
Actually, let's go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's put you in the center because you are the star of the show right now. Delvin, how you doing this evening, my man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. How about y'all, sir?
Doing pretty swell.
Doing good.
But well, Delvin, we like to start the show with a joke because our number one fan from day one likes us to be funny. We do our best. We're not comedians. You know that. You've been in my practices. You've been in my classroom. You know, actually, I think I'm probably one of the funniest people ever. But the old man is not necessarily. So, but he's going to tell his joke of the show to see if he can get you to laugh because he hasn't made me laugh in almost 2 years. So
come on, man. Let's do it.
All right, old man. The stage is yours.
Well, I was at the park today, and this lady was on the merry-go-round, and she passed out on the merry-go-round. But it's okay because she's coming around.
Bruh.
Coming around. Get it? Merry-go-round.
Hold on. Say it again. I couldn't hear. My dog distracted me.
Oh. All right. Let's see if we can get Delvin to laugh. I was at the park next to a merry-go-round, and a lady was on the merry-go-round, and she passed out. But it's okay because she's coming around.
Okay. Hey, I get it there now. I get it. I see what you're saying. I see what you're trying to get there. Okay.
He's smiling out of pity for you, old man.
Yeah, okay. That's what he always says. He just has that cold heart. You know, you worked with him. So
he didn't work with me. He played for me.
Well, that's working with you, though.
Okay.
All right. Matter of fact, right here above my monitor, right here, check this out.
Hey,
picture right
look at that.
Look at that.
Come on. Senior year, baby.
Got a little
Hey,
player on it right there. But all the seniors from that year. All the seniors from that year.
come on, man. Miss them dogs, man.
So, all right, Delvin. Well, you have officially picked a home. You repping it right there. You when you left Caldwell, you went to Akron, the Zips.
Sure.
How many years was that? 3 years in Akron?
Yes, I spent 3 years in Akron.
Okay, and so you just picked K-State to transfer to K-State. I think the most obvious thing, because neither of us were college athletes. We both decided to go in the Navy, and what was that process like going through? We'll have some follow-up questions, but kind of take us through your process of deciding to get to Kansas State.
So, my first time actually experiencing the portal actually went great, So, like they always say, the grass is not always greener on the other side. So, me, with my portal experience, I had a great experience. I had looks from, each levels like the ACC, Big 12, AC, or the SEC. I had, good choices to choose from and to go look. And I had a pretty good decision for my first time in the portal as well, because hitting the portal, it could be a scary thing, and it also could be a good thing as well. So I went pretty confident into the portal, and my first people I started talking to was Kentucky, and then NC State, UCF, Kansas State ended up coming up too at the end, and I hurried up and got me an agent. I actually wanted to do a dolo and to go open it by myself, but I talked to, former players who I played with and some guys who actually experienced the portal. They told me to go ahead and get an agent. So I went ahead and got an agent, and I'm actually glad I did that because he got to put myself more out there and actually handle the business more than, I could, because, I had plenty of coaches trying to call, plenty of coaches trying to schedule dates, and it was everywhere. Like from the second until really still now, like my mind has been everywhere. It's been crazy. Like from the second we've been moving. See, like I didn't know from once you go to a school, I thought, you can go back home and then schedule a visit after that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was from school to school to school. So like the portal, it was a little hectic and it was tiring as well. I brought my dad and my little brother with me as well. So that was a great experience to bring my little brother. I want him to, see that and get to, enjoy that as well. But yes, it was a lot. It was exhausting. And I experienced bad throughout the portal too. I'll answer all of that too. I experienced some good and I experienced some bad. But at the end, I didn't really want to get into the portal that long. So then at the end, it started, catching on me. So, and then I finally got to K-State, and I loved everything about K-State, and everything sparked from there. And that's why, you're rocking the purple right now. Come on.
So what really, you say you like K-State, what really drew you in versus NC State, UCF, and the others, and Kentucky? Because I saw the post, and it looked like every school, it was a good time. It was obviously the facilities are phenomenal in a lot of places. What really just made you go K-State is where D Morris wants to be?
Okay, so how I told you I experienced, some good and some bad. With my visits, I've been talking with K-State, and they've been trying to get me, to cancel or some visits to hurry up and get down there to Manhattan. And I can just tell, that you can tell when the coach is recruiting, you can tell who really wants you and who really, really wants you for real. So like with that whole process, like I'm getting the coaching, like I'm feeling that from the coaches. And another thing, all my Akron coaches knew the K-State coaches as well. So like the K-State was getting more information about me. So they was hearing good stuff about me. So that's what made them want me more. So and I actually did not think I was going to be going to K-State. I did, like, this is where I experienced the bad. So I was traveling to UCF, got down to UCF, and I loved everything about UCF. I was almost calling it home for real. But then, like, while I was on my visit, they did have a couple guys sign, and at the end, they told me that they ran out of scholarships for the offensive line position. So that was a heartbreaker, and it kind of really slowed me down for real. But after I heard that, I had to keep my head up and on to the next school. So as soon as I got down to K-State, saw the coaches, got to eat, and from there, since I got there and got to engage with the coaches, it's just been a spark, and I loved it.
Nice. Pops, you got something, or you want me to go to the next one?
Well, no, I just, yeah. So this is kind of a different part of the country for you, right? You know, we always talk about how those changes. How are you adjusting, or how have you adjusted going from, you know, that big giant metropolis of Caldwell to these big schools, or this big school really with K-State? How's that culture adjustment been for you?
You know, it was a pretty a hard adjustment, you know, staying from moving from Texas all the way to Ohio, you know, far from home, and you know the climate as well. You know, I ain't really
They have
never
winter
played.
there. They have
Yeah,
winter there.
yeah, a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I never really got the experience playing in the snow though yet, but I did. It did get cold. It did. You know what I'm saying? Had to layer up a few times and made sure I was hot before I stepped out. But yes, the whole change of everything, like Akron is like a mid-American conference, and it's going to be way different, you know, from Kansas State. So I can't wait to get there and actually experience and see what K-State has for me.
Nice. Yeah, that was kind of going to be my first question. What was the kind of the biggest jump, you know, from Caldwell to Akron? Obviously, I knew the weather. I was stationed in Columbus for 5 years. So they definitely got winter up there. I've experienced it. You know, because Delvin, I want to say this personally to you, is I'm extremely proud of you, because
Appreciate it.
I will say this. I didn't know at the time that you left if you were going to be one of those that came back after Christmas, you know, and I'm sure you saw that maybe you get homesick. You mentioned it was tough, you know, and a lot of kids struggle with it. I struggled with it when I went to boot camp. So so I'm very, very proud of you for not only being successful, but obviously moving your football career forward, which we'll get to maybe what the future looks like here. As a portal athlete this time around, do you have a good or bad opinion of, like, you've only done it once, but you see these guys going in it every year. Do you think that's an issue with the portal, or do you?
Oh yeah. Yes, no doubt. You feel what I'm saying? So what we were dealing with at Akron, you know what I'm saying, like, is culture. So the main thing is a culture. So if you steady having people leave and steady having new people come in, it's hard to, you know, gather that culture and build that culture. You have new, like in Akron, we damn near had a new squad every year. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard to, you know, have that bond that you had with the last group, then with the new guys all coming in. It's gonna be, and then it's plus, like my coach told me, it's a speed dating in a way. It's speed dating. You don't really know when, or you don't know really how the person is until they, you know, that little second that y'all have together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like the portal. I mean, the portal is really supposed to be another way for something best for you. So like, people are using a portal, overly using it, and I don't like how this new period they made. I mean, it kind of made it for, you know, the guys that overly using it, but with the new portal now, like with the dead zone, and I didn't like how it's just one portal opening, and how it's a short period of time. Like everybody has to, like, it's a hassle. Like I got to hurry up and make sure I get applied, admitted. Like it's everything. It's difficult right now.
Yeah, I bet you it's a whirlwind, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
I couldn't imagine dealing with that, and then you're dealing with. I mean, most of y'all are on Christmas break at this time, but you know, you got to start making those decisions going into your finals at the end of the semester, and you know, so I guess a question, when you get accepted, so you're going to Kansas State, are you enrolling in the spring now, or?
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay.
rolling in the springs. We start class here Tuesday, so I got to hurry up and meet with my advisor and get my classes scheduled up for get ready for Tuesday.
What are you majoring in?
So I was majoring in sports studies, coaching education, but I just had to change my major because they didn't have that in Kansas State. So they just found that sociology will transfer all my hours and will transfer all my everything. So we're going to take off with sociology.
Ah, the mind.
Cool.
I like it. So when you were at Caldwell, you were old man, you got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, because Casey obviously knows you, but for those who don't, what's your position and that you play, and what are you looking forward to with K? You know, they're in a tough conference. You know, we just saw that with Texas Tech, BYU. You know, so it's a tough conference. So, what's your position, and what are you looking forward to being in this at this level?
So yes, I'm ready, to experience the more the competition of the level. The MAC is okay level, but it's way more competition and those bigger levels, the SEC, the Big 12, ACC, it's way more competition in those. So I'm ready for that. I'm excited. I'm excited to hurry up and get down to K-State, put on some more weight, and get straight to work. And I played. I'm going to K-State as officially a center, offensive center. This is my position.
Okay.
But in Akron, I played every position. I played all 5 positions. That's why my marketing and stuff went up in the portal, because I'm able to play all 5 positions.
Yeah,
So,
that video you sent me, I noticed I saw center, guard, and left tackle.
yes, sir. I didn't add more. I should have added more clips in my right tackle, but yeah, I have clips that hush. I got clips at literally every position for the whole season.
Very cool.
So, going into K-State with the level of competition going up, you have the expectation. I mean, I know most coaches, me being a different level, I never promised anything, but is the expectations for you to compete for a starting spot, to be a starter, being a 3-year transfer, after you put on some weight? And what weight are you trying to get to? It's not like you were never a small dude.
So I got a whole little story about Akron as well, because getting into Akron, or my whole recruiting process, I'd never played offensive line. I was trying to pursue myself as defensive line, and
I remember
that's what my whole recruiting process was. So when I actually got down to Akron, I didn't know I was playing O-line. I sat down on the defensive side of the room, and then Officer GA called and told me, "Hey, Delvin, you're on the wrong side, man. You're over there with the O-lineman." So I did. I was a little heated at a very small little second, but then I put my head down and just got straight to work. So, and I love that. I love that they did that, and it's been great for me ever since. And I loved it. But yes, K-State, they wanted me to come in to be the starter. They want me to come in and lead the room. They showed me their snaps that they have coming back, and they want me to hurry up and get in, put on some weight, and be their guy.
So what's that weight you're trying to get to?
So they see how I've been able to play. I've been able to play around 280, 275. I've been at Akron, but in Akron, I've been dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. So Akron, we are the lowest funded in the MAC, and we don't have that training table as D1 athletes should get. So like I said, I did get in around Akron around like 260.
Mm-hmm.
So being switching positions and switching the O-line, it was hard, especially not getting the resources that we needed in a way. We always said 2 tiers in a bucket, fuck it. We knew what our circumstances were. Like, we knew what we were going through. Like, we knew everything. So that's why I really decided on leaving Akron. Was because of that, was to better myself. So like, I couldn't be in Akron and have the resources. Have the resources for me to gain my weight. So I didn't really want to leave Akron. I love the coaches. I love everything about Akron. It's just, came down to what's gonna better for me, what's gonna
Right.
benefit me. So that's why I did hit the portal, and I seen the resources that K State got, and it's not gonna be no problem putting on weight.
Where how you got 1 or 2 years of eligibility left?
I got 2 years of eligibility left.
2. So is the projection or the goal? I would imagine the goal is to keep playing. Is to use K-State to elevate your game, get strong, bigger, stronger, faster, and maybe hear your name on draft night.
Oh yeah, yes sir, no doubt, yes sir. So as soon as I get down there, that's the main goal for me is to put my head down and put on weight and get into the Tuesday news strength and conditioning, and honestly just get to work. That's the only thing to be said is just get straight to work and get my weight up. That's my main goal is to just get my weight up.
Well, I'm just gonna say this now. Like, don't forget about us little people when you're big time.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm for sure a loving and caring person. I never forget my dogs, anybody.
Oh, I know that, and
So,
I know you got
so
love for the neighborhood back home for sure. So,
oh yeah.
with that said, that's one of the questions I wanted to ask. This is for me: is what from your time when Casey was coaching you, and I know that was a rough year. I was there watching you guys.
yeah,
But
it was a rough.
what is there something a memory about Casey, him being your coach, and just that year of anything that you learned from just that experience of going through that and basically having Casey there as a coach?
Yes. So what Coach Schedule really brought to me and what I really liked for real was a more of a strictly coach. Like he coached he said he was in the Navy. So like he brought that in more of a coaching way as well. So that's what I liked too about it. Like it was more of a demanding type too. That's what I loved. I loved the heart. I loved the grit. I loved everything. Like the weight room was intense. The weight room, he brought the Navy to the basketball weight room. You see what I'm saying? So I loved everything about that. That's what I love.
Oh, you remember making y'all sing cadence and stuff like that.
Hey, come on now. I remember everything.
I think I posted the video not too long ago. I added it to my Caldwell folder on my Facebook, and it's the one where you're like screaming on in the background. So
oh yeah.
Yeah, we may not have had a successful year on the court, but I think we had success in other places. We're still the only team to go overnight somewhere, by the way.
Hey,
after I left,
that was very fun. I love that.
Oh man, y'all had me tripping, man. I walk in the room and y'all are playing Madden. I remember this. And you're like, Coach, you want to play? And I'm like, yeah, I'll play. I've been playing Madden since like Madden 92. And you're like, hey, it's $5 a game. And I'm like, it's what? I was like, yeah. I was like, damn. I was like,
oh yeah, I remember we all was trying to hustle up out some over there.
Every room you went in that house, there was gambling.
Hey, you gotta get it. Hey.
There's something going on in Caldwell with gambling addiction. I'm just saying.
It's crazy out here in Caldwell, man.
Oh man, it was a good time. I had a lot of fun with that group. It was frustrating at times, but I had a lot of fun. And man, I think and I appreciate what you said because I was trying to bring something and I'm glad hopefully you took something away from that season of just a culture of we need to have a standard of how we do things and how we go about things in the basketball program. And I was hoping that would resonate to other programs. I obviously didn't get to end it on a great note. Things above my pay grade, but yeah, man, I'm super excited for you. And just talking to you, how much you have matured and to the man you've grown into. It's awesome to see. And from a coach's perspective, that's the best thing we can do is be happy of the product that we help put out into the world. And Delvin, you've turned into a great representation, and I'm very proud to say I was your coach. So
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, you have to promise us if you do go big time and they call your name on draft night that we get one of the first interviews. All right.
Hey,
No matter
yes,
who that
sir.
is.
This was the
Even if
first
you
one
go to
right here.
dreaded
is this your first
Philadelphia
interview
Eagles,
as a K-State member?
Yes, sir. It is.
There it is. Man, so
Hey,
there we go.
Yeah.
You get your interview done at the end of the stage if you get drafted that high, and then you pop up your phone and we'll do a quick StreamYard live straight
Come
from the
on.
draft. How about that?
Come on, I'm ready.
So, but I know you got a lot of work until then. You got a lot of hard work, and man, when I was watching the video you sent me, and the video for those who don't know, I play that little highlight video. Man, dude, you got to be one of the most athletic linemen out there, and I think that's got to be one of the reasons K-State wanted you, right?
No doubt. Yes, everybody literally. So like they really been bringing up, Kelsey. So Kelsey is not no 300, no 320-pound lineman. He's only 285, 295.
Talking Jason Kelsey, right?
Yes, sir. So he wasn't that big, and everybody's not looking for no heavy lineman either. They don't. Yes, everybody recruiting 320-pound linemen, but can they move? You know what I'm saying? So I can move my feet. Everything that I've been done has led up to where I can do what I can do at center, especially at center. Like you don't with my athleticism, I can get to point B to point C as quick as possible.
Well,
that ain't no joke. On that
center
one where I think you were pulling and leading the running back. Oh man, I was all like, that boy is moving.
Come on.
What I was going to say is the one thing about center is you are basically the second quarterback on the offense too, because you're making all the line calls, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
that takes
no
a
doubt.
lot. That says a lot about your football acumen that playing center, because next to the quarterback, you have to know what everybody's doing, and then also reading that defensive line to know where to go and to direct your teammates too. So
Yes,
that
sir.
says a lot about it.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I actually knew what I was signing up for. When my coach told me, hey, he told me literally not the night of, not the day before, the first day of fall camp. He told me. So I already knew what I had to sign up for. I already knew what I had to do, and first thing I had to do was get in that playbook and get everything down. And what really helped was that I played tackle and that I played guard as well. So as soon as I really got down to center, everything just really just clicked and everything just fell in line. So it really wasn't hard for me. Then plus I had a coach that he took time for me too as well. So it wasn't no big rush or it wasn't anything, and we got it down, and it's been good ever since then.
So as a center versus the other two positions that kind of being you are the quarterback of the line, does that normally translate to a little more film study for the center versus the other spots?
Oh yeah, no doubt. So like when you're playing at guard and tackle, you really just basically have to know what you're doing and what the scheme is, and then when you're playing at center, as soon as you get down, you got to know what front they're in. You got to key to Mike. You got to key to point. You got to, if the front that they're in, you got to let the whole O line know. And once the whole offensive line, or if one person don't hear it, or if one person not on the same page on the O line, it's on you. So you have to make sure you echo everything down, and you got to make sure the running back knows that y'all switching the swords, or so he can know what guy he can get. You got sometimes like the center, we got to take some of the stuff off the QB plate so he can be in a flow of mind. But yeah, center, you have to know everything. You gotta. It's like this. You're like the second QB as well.
Yep.
So if you not on your P's and Q's and you're not getting everything right, you can kind of mess up the QB, you can mess up the whole O-line.
All right, I only got a couple more questions for you. The first one is, can you still dunk?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got a little wreck right there by the indoor, so we always went down and always hoot, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, still got a ball.
Were you hitting them with that drop step like you were?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Call for the ball right there at the block and come on.
Oh man, you remember when you pulled that 3?
Oh yeah. You talking about? Hold on, what was that? The purple team.
Yeah, I think that was in the tournament, wasn't it?
Oh, what was it?
I think it was in the tournament, and because it was in front of like the big crowd with the students in the stands or whatever. So
yeah, I remember that one.
That's a senior right there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, the last question I got, and then if the old man wants to follow up with anything, that'll wrap it up. But college football playoff going on. Maybe K-State's building a winner, but this coming Monday, Miami, Indiana. Who you got?
Oh, that's a rough one. I'm gonna have to go. You know what I'm saying? Because my freshman year we played Indiana, and we ended up losing in overtime. So this one right here, I'm going to have to go with Miami. I guess.
Sounds like bitterness talking right there. I like
that.
Yeah,
got a little sour in my mouth from that time because we were supposed to win that game. I don't know, our kicker was missing in practice, so I don't know why they put our kickoff return kicker in to kick the field goal, and hey, that's the reason why we lost the game.
Oh, all right. Well, I can respect it. I can respect it.
There you go.
Pops, you got anything before we let D go?
Well, since you just talked about college, let's talk about the pros. Who's your pick to now that we're down to just the last, division games, and who do you think's going to take the Super Bowl?
From the looks of it right now, I gotta go ahead. I kind of feel bad saying this, but I gotta rock with all them Texans right now.
Okay.
The Texans right now, I gotta go ahead and give it to them, man. They're looking great, looking good right now.
Is my memory betraying me? Aren't you you're a Cowboys fan, aren't you?
No, sir, I am not.
It is betraying me.
I am an Atlanta Falcons fan.
Oh man.
Oh.
I don't
they
remember
need a
them
coach.
ATO stuff back in the day, but I will say on last week's show when we were talking about coaching vacancies, I said Atlanta might be the most attractive job to me. Just throwing it out there.
Hey, we need one.
So it ain't gonna be me. I'm if you want the Princeton offense in a point zone matchup defense, I got you, but I can't. Nah. They try to give me a coach linebackers at Caldwell. I was like, nope, can't do it. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah.
Marcus, why are you saying this, Marcus Mack? I don't appreciate that.
He's the Bears
fan.
fan.
Because you picked Atlanta. He's a Bears fan. Man, don't listen to Marcus.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's one of the new guys on the network, so he's getting it.
Hey.
All right. Well, I guess that'll wrap it up, D man. Maybe we'll check in right before the school year starts. So when do you got to report before the fall? Do you know
I don't really know. I don't really know when, but I know we got a report here on the 18th. I'm gonna start heading up there Saturday. We got to be back before 12:20 or 12:30. We have meetings and stuff on Sunday, and then I believe Tuesday is that when we start our classes for the spring.
Awesome, man. Well, I'll definitely be checking in with you before the fall semester. Maybe we'll get you in. Maybe do a quick preseason interview. Bring you on, and we first off thank you for your time.
I know
absolutely, man.
And so, yeah, man.
Good luck
if
to you.
You got anything you want to plug?
Any
social media out there. Throw it out there, and we'll try to get some people your way.
You can follow me on my Twitter and my X, Morris_Delvin, or Instagram, YetSD with 2 A's and 2 S's, and that's where you can find me.
Yeah, support your boy.
Come on.
Got a reason to root for K-State this year.
Let's go. Let's do it now.
All
Take
right,
down
G.
pick for me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, safe travels this Saturday, my young fella, and we, like I said, we appreciate you coming on again.
Hey, I appreciate y'all having me.
All right, take care,
All right.
brother.
Already, y'all take care too. See y'all.
Peace. All right. Well, folks, that was Delvin Morris, my man, my former player from Caldwell High School. He was my big man, my center in the middle. Definitely had the biggest big man in 4A basketball, I'll say that. But at 6'4", well, he said he was 260 when he went up there. So I thought he was sitting at 280. But thank you again to him for coming on. And before we move into our next part of our rundown, which I didn't even get to the rundown. I'll do the rundown when we get back. We're going to hear some words from easyleadership.com. Here we go. Press play.
Parents, help your student find their true path with the Berkman Career Assessment. Imagine if you had discovered your true passion right after high school. How much further along would you be in a fulfilling life? Now picture giving that gift to your student. The Berkman Career Assessment is designed to uncover the career paths that align with your student's unique personality, interests, and needs. Don't let them wander through years of uncertainty. Equip them with clarity and confidence to pursue a future where they thrive. Act now. Invest in their purpose with Berkman today at easyleadership.com or email us for a free career checkup.
All right, there you go. easyleadership.com. For your students, it's only $150 to help them find a fulfilling career based on their personality and their interests. So easyleadership.com. Check it out.
All right. Well, since we had a guest, we didn't get to the rundown. But so we got our NFL roundabout. Get lost in the roundabout, the NFL. We got coaching carousel, even more coaching vacancies open, as well as our playoffs, our picks with Pops, college football playoffs and championship. And then we'll wrap it up with tidbits, randoms, and the whiskey of the week. So if you have never watched the show before, right here in this canter, there is a whiskey, obviously. And it's dark in here, so don't let it fool you, because he was just like, it looks like brown water. No, it's whiskey. It's good stuff. If you guess what's in this canter, I will get a bottle to you somehow. I'll send you a gift card for your local, like in Texas, we have Specs. I'll figure it out. If you guess it on your first attempt, you can't guess 18 whiskeys, all right, or bourbons. So if you guess it on your first one. But at the end of the day, no one's got it yet. But all right, our NFL roundabouts. Let's get lost, because we know Texans can't drive in roundabouts unless you're me. And coaching carousel, Mike Tomlin hangs it up after 18 years in Pittsburgh. I got to say, the man's never had a losing season. He has lost 7 straight years in the first round of the playoffs, but I think a lot of teams would just beg to have that type of success. Hashtag Browns. And, you know, I think it's a little surprising. I think this is the death knell for Aaron Rodgers as well for his career. But what do you think of Mike Tomlin stepping down? Do you think it was a smart move, bad move? It looked like it was a mutual decision. And he's not expected to coach anywhere in 2026. So what'd you think?
I think Tomlin was just tired, quite honestly. He's tired of hearing he needs to go. People need, someone needs to take his place, all this stuff. I think he was just tired of it. You know, he's done a great job. I mean, you put him alongside Harbaugh, who just was pushed out of the Ravens. That wasn't his choice necessarily. But you put them side by side, and Tomlin actually has a better record. But the thing is, just like you said, no losing seasons for, 19 seasons he's coached. You think about that. The changes that we've seen, not only in football, just in players, just in the entire game in the last 19 years of all the rule changes and all the different things, but he's maintained a winning record that entire time. That is, being an old Cowboy guy, that is Landry like. The fact that he did win a Super Bowl, but it's unfortunately the NFL is what have you done for me lately? That's what it's all about. And I just think when you looked at Tomlin, I look at people's facial expressions and everything. He just looked like he was tired, and he was just tired of hearing it. And people don't understand how much a head coach has to deal with, especially in the NFL. You don't have a home life, so to speak, and it can wear you down. And I think it was more about it wore him down. I had a feeling even if they'd won the Super Bowl, he probably would have said, "I'm stepping out. I'm done."
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, if they would have won the Super Bowl, I mean, he might have went out on top. But I was surprised. I mean, you have a level, as he says, the standard is the standard, and the standard is never having a losing record. And as a former coach who has been ahead of a program before, been part of successful programs. Something I learned in New Albany when I was in Columbus at New Albany High School is your goal was always 500 was your floor. 500 was your floor, and then everything's up from there. And so when you have that over a certain amount of years, and it wasn't like Bill Cowher was winning the AFC every year. They weren't the Patriots under Cowher, or after Chuck Noll had his run of the 4 championships, through the 80s and things like that. It wasn't like the Steelers were killing it. So, but there is a certain level of success Tomlin has, and I think it's an intriguing name, but from all the reports I've seen, he's not necessarily going to coach in 2026, which might speak to your tired point, right? So, man, don't encourage this guy. His head's big enough and shiny enough. So, all right.
Yeah, I just think he was, no matter what happened, I just think during the season, that's all they kept talking about. They have to win it. They have to win it. So, it wasn't a surprise to me at all. It was not a surprise.
Yeah.
Too many people have been talking about that happening.
Yep. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, one interesting question I have is you got Harbaugh, Tomlin, McDaniel, among others out there up for these coaching jobs. Do you think Jerry wishes he would have waited a year on the Mike McCarthy situation?
This is what's interesting about this. It seems like the Cowboys are always a year off. When there's these great coaches available,
nailed it.
Seems to be a year off, or that great player. Of course, in the past they haven't gone out and got them, but does Jerry think that? No, Jerry's naive enough to think that he makes the right decision every damn time. So yeah, I don't think he wishes anything except that he gets on TV. That's pretty much what he wishes.
Yeah, I do wonder the question, because you look around and you're like, I could have went after Harbaugh, because of during that search before they hire Shoddy, what was the rumor? And I think you were wanting Bill Belichick. That was the big rumor, was Belichick. I think these top level guys won't ever come to Dallas, to be honest. They're your Harbaughs, your Tomlins, because of the control that they don't want to give up. So I think secretly behind closed doors, Jerry might be like, I should have waited. I could have went after this guy. But we all know at the end of the day.
Yeah, but we've talked about this before, is that sometimes you got to bring in new blood and new guys and give them, see what they can do. And I'm quite impressed with Schottenheimer. I mean, I just think Schotty has come in and, to me, put in an offensive philosophy that is not stale, like what Philadelphia just fired their OC over, being stale. So I think you still have to look at some of the newer guys. And I wasn't always of that attitude. Like you said, I was more about, let's bring in the stable veteran coach who's been there, but the more I've been observing these newer coaches coming in, and the way the NFL is now, it's like you look at the Bears. They have a first-year coach, and he's got them through the playoff.
Well, that that was the guy I wanted the Cowboys to hire, was Ben Johnson.
Well, yeah,
and they didn't even talk to him. They didn't even talk to him.
No,
which was dumb on their part, to be honest. Because as I've grown to love Shotty as well. I think he's good for this team, but Ben Johnson, I'd still take him every single day of the week over Shotty. With that being said, Cowboys, they had a lot of requests. They're filling that defensive coordinator position. Thank God. I don't, they have one internal candidate, Aaron Whitecotton. Why would you promote someone on a staff who was historically horrific?
That's what the Cowboys do, though, right? It's always about, we already have the guys. We don't need to go get that big name. We already have the guys. That's Steven and Jones' freaking forte, is that we grow within our own. Well, okay, that's wonderful, but you haven't freaking won shit doing that philosophy for hell, I don't even know how many years,
Well, I still think now I've kind of been talked off this ledge. I was advocating for Al Harris. I kind of heard an interview that Al Harris was even saying he's more of a tactician rather than a strategist when it comes to teaching football. So that kind of made me pump the brakes on Al Harris. But I know they are interviewing or did interview Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator from the Ravens. They weren't too hot this year. I do Jim Leonard from the Broncos. That would be a really good hire. And Jonathan Gannon, the head coach that got fired from Arizona. And this name has popped up that they're interviewing, Rex Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not feeling that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not feeling it, but I am. It's not. We've already tried one of the Ryan's brothers, but the other, what is Rex's brother's name?
Rob
Ryan. To me, Rob Ryan was never as good as his brother. And so I think you need somebody. Look, I don't think Rex Ryan is the greatest defensive mind, but I don't think Dan Quinn was the greatest defensive mind. It was more about culture and attitude for that defense. If you look at the Houston Texans, yes, they have some good players on that team, but their coach has put in a culture of that we are going to attack and we are going to put you on your heel. And so for me, that is a big part of it. And that's, I always felt like this guy we had, and I can't even say his damn name because it's goofy. What the hell is it? Eberflus or whatever is his name?
Eberflus.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
He looks like a librarian. He doesn't look like, he's not that coach. When you had a guy like Dan Quinn's got his hat around backwards, he's over and getting smacked in the face and freaking bleeding and everything else. You just feel the intensity. So we need somebody who brings intensity to the game. Yes, he needs to have a defensive mind, but that defense needs to get on the level of let's go attack and let's put them on their heels each game.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people like Brian Flores. Even though I think the trend is he's probably going to be a head coach. I've mentioned I'm not a huge fan of his. But Minnesota, what they did to Dallas this year, maybe, just like I came around on Shotty, maybe I'd come around on Flores. Maybe I'm just I don't know, maybe I'm being biased. But I think Al, I love the Al Harris thing, but I'm going to get off of that train. Jim Leonard from the Broncos, I think that would be a solid option because of what they've built in Denver, and how dominant their defense has been. I really like that. And, Zachary, maybe Orr. I don't know. I'm not sure about Zachary Orr. But, yeah. So we'll see what the Cowboys end up doing there, and as well as all the other openings. I mean, you got,
What is it,
obviously
9 now?
Yeah, it's 9
teams
openings.
looking for a coach?
Yeah, which we talked about what would be the best quote unquote job. I said I think Atlanta is right now. I know outside of Baltimore, because you're starting with an MVP level quarterback. Where does Pittsburgh rank on that list? Do you put them towards the top? Hello?
It broke up. I lost it.
Oh,
Might have
so,
been my internet.
Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is now open, and they weren't open when we had our show and we ranked the job openings last week. Where do you put Pittsburgh on the list? Do you put them towards the top?
They're toward the bottom. Toward the bottom.
Why do you
Why are
think
they
that?
toward the bottom? Because first off, their quarterback situation is in flux. And I said at the beginning of the year, Aaron Rodgers is not the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers. You weren't going to win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback.
Well, you also said they weren't
They
going to make
have-
the playoffs and win that division, which they did.
Yeah, well, they didn't win the big one. Okay.
Well, only
And
one team
so-
wins the big one.
Only one team wins the big one. Okay. Yeah, Mr. I take shit literally. All right. So what I'm saying is that the reason Pittsburgh, the expectation of who you're following, and this isn't Tomlin when he followed Cowher. Cowher handed him a pretty good team and a team that had been to Super Bowl. So this team right now, you've got a defense that's underperformed with very high paid stars on it. So they're going to have to figure that out. Their cap situation's not great. And your most important player, which is the quarterback, you don't have one right now. Because I don't think Rodgers is coming back. Rodgers is going to be what, 44 years old?
Yeah, I think he's retiring.
Yeah. I mean, how many times are you going to retread this guy? Yes, he was great for a long time, but he's just not the same guy anymore. And we saw that. I mean, falling over his own freaking players getting sacked. So he's not that guy anymore. And no disrespect to Rodgers, but it's just, unfortunately, age catches up with you, and it's caught up with Aaron Rodgers. And, I just think it's toward the bottom because the expectations are going to be so incredibly high with so many problems on that team. And now you're taking Tomlin out, which all those players talk about. Tomlin is the one who kept it together. He was the culture setter, and now he's gone. So who is going to be the leader in there that's going to do this? And so I think you have to talk one of these big name coaches into coming there, but it's not to me, it's not high on the list of great job. It's a great town, great place to. There's a lot of history, a lot of that. But with that history comes expectation.
Well, as a head coach, there's a lot. It's probably the best job for job security. They don't make rash decisions. You're going to get patience for the most part. But I do think this is a unique spot. Cowher didn't take over a juggernaut either when he took over the Steelers. They were pretty much in the dumps in the early 90s. And he turned them in around, and then they went to Super Bowl 30 and got crushed. But yeah, I think it's. I'm not saying it's at the top of the list, but it's. I don't think it's as far as down as you're putting it. I think the management, the ownership is going to put you in a position to be successful. They're not going to make any rash or decisions after a year or 2 years. This isn't the Raiders and Pete Carroll after a year or something of that nature. So I think it's a solid job for sure. So yeah.
Well, another one came open, I think, before our show too, or after our show, was Miami.
Oh yeah, Mike McDaniel. Yeah, I kind of saw it coming, to be honest. I thought Mike McDaniel was gonna.
Everybody did.
They had their meeting, and he basically gets fired in that meeting with the owner to try to extend him. Yeah, McDaniel, man, he's just an odd dude. He's a different guy.
He wears capri pants.
Huh?
He wears capri pants.
Well, so does Sean McVay. It's joggers, not capri pants. But
I don't know. His look like capri pants.
No, they're joggers. He just pulls them up to mid shin. But so yeah, it'll be interesting where he lands. A lot of people are thinking maybe defense or offensive coordinator for Detroit, which that would be scary. Maybe I thought he was going to land in Houston, but Houston turned their season around. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting where these coaches fall, and if Mike McDaniel is seen as still a head coach guy. To me, if I'm an owner or GM, I'm not bringing him in as my head coach. I think he's a great offensive coordinator. I don't know if he's a good head coach per se. And some coaches are just like that. I know assistants that in the high school level, they're career assistants. They're not going to be head coaches. That's not their makeup. They may try, but it may not work out. So, all right. Let's go and wrap up the NFL roundabout there. And do we have one more commercial, or do we want to save that? Let's save that.
Save it.
Yeah, we'll save it. Get a break here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and transition into the college football playoffs and the championship game. You were incorrect, and I know at least one of your picks. I know you picked Ole Miss. I picked Miami, and did you pick Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both picked Indiana.
Absolutely.
So yeah, pretty much expected. I think you were picking Ole Miss because you wanted them just to. Actually, no. We both picked Ole Miss because you convinced me so he could stick it to Lane Kiffin. I remember that. So I should have taken Miami. I think I said if I was putting real money on it, I was going to take Miami. But so Indiana, Miami. Indiana kind of expected. Indiana last week made a believer out of me. I'm going to be honest. They're my pick to win the championship over Miami. Indiana, what they did to Oregon was so impressive. Great game with Ole Miss and Miami. That was a lot of entertainment to watch. We'll get into the with picks with pops, the NFL playoffs and the entertainment value there. Because it was abundant. Just a great week of football, college and pro. What'd you think of Miami Ole Miss?
Well, Ole Miss gave it a heck of a run, and they have. Well, we'll have to see after the portal and everything, and all these coaches leave, but they It's just as I said before they played last week, is that the players had made up their mind, we are going to push and win this thing. Now they fell short, obviously, and it's disappointing in a way, in a lot of ways. But I think it does go to show that when a team goes through adversity like they did, if they pull together, no matter what sport we're talking about, they pull together and all stay focused on the goal of how far they can go. Because nobody thought, once Kippen left, nobody thought, and quite frankly, the reason Kippen left is he thought he didn't necessarily have a team that would win a championship, or he would have stayed. That's my opinion. You know, if you've got a team, oh yeah, we're going to win the championship, you're going to stay. But he didn't. He left, but that team just pulled together and went way further than everybody thought they were going to go. They thought they were going to be ran out in that first playoff game. So they credit to Ole Miss, man.
Yeah, credit to Ole Miss, and I mean credit to Miami. We both picked them to lose to our alma mater of Texas A&M, and so I just kind of want Miami to win it just so we could say we lost to the champs. And I was happy Miami beat Ohio State, so I didn't have to hear about it from somebody who's our number one fan in the Florida area, by the way. But he's from Columbus. Well, he's actually from Dayton. But I think Indiana's going to win this game. Their defense is just monstrous. I love the defenses for both these teams. I think Miami has the best defensive line talent in the country. I've said I hope the Cowboys draft Ruben Bain Jr. with their first pick, but or Sonny Styles, the linebacker from Ohio State. But I think it's going to be fun to watch this coming Monday, and my pick is Indiana. So who you got, the U or the Hoosiers?
Indiana is they are, when we say a team is a juggernaut, that's what they are. They are going to, they're focused and they are dominant and they just don't make stupid mistakes. And their defense, to me, was underrated during the entire year. Their defense is also pretty freaking awesome. So I think I just think Indiana's just too strong, and they have a guy playing quarterback who is he is on point. The kid has a cannon for an arm, and I just think that Indiana's going to run away with this by 2 touchdowns or more.
2 touchdowns, really? Interesting there.
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza is definitely a difference maker. I think it's going to be interesting. I think he's going to be number 1 pick in the draft. But speaking of that, a little foreshadowing. The quarterback for Oregon says he's staying. He's going to go back, run it back at Oregon. So that was supposed to be the number 2 pick as a quarterback situation. So Ty Simpson, don't go back to college. You're now number 2 on the board. You might go a lot higher than you thought you were going to go. So a little foreshadowing on draft coverage in the next few months there. But we'll see where that goes. All right. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break here. When we come back, we're going to do Picks with Pops Playoff Edition. You already got our picks for the college football playoff. We're both taking Indiana. We're going to talk a little NFL picks when we come back after the break. And here's some more words. Could have been your commercial with your company, but it's not. It's easyleadership.com right now, but it could be you.
Have you heard of the DISC communication tool? Yes, most people in business have. But there is a new tool out there that is tailored for leadership teams. It is called the DISC Work of Leaders and focuses on 3 main areas: vision, alignment, and execution. This amazing assessment is not just a game changer. It is a business strategy necessity if you want to create sustainability. Let's be honest, a lot of executives spend many hours in HR dealing with people issues, and that happens because of reactive leadership. If you are sitting in HR trying to figure out what happened after the fact, then you are not able to concentrate on running your department or business, and it steals your time. Email us or call. It's free to talk about it and learn how to become proactive in your leadership. Big or small, we have a plan to build on your strengths and an action plan for your challenges. Join Eddie Schedule, our CEO and founder, for a quick video on what a report does for you. Head over to our website and scroll down to see this amazing video of the Disc Work of Leaders tool. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you.
All right, easyleadership.com. Once again, check it out. You are a business leader, vision, alignment, and execution. Really cool stuff.
Nice. Just a reminder, we're getting towards the end of the show, so if you want to guess what's in the canner to get a free bottle of that whiskey or bourbon, throw your guesses in the comment section. But well, I can't see the Twitter, and I don't know if anyone on X is commenting. But if you're on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to comment. You got to do it on your first guess. But I will send you. If we don't have any guesses, I don't have to reveal what's in it. It'll just be in there next week. So, all right, let's get to picks with Pops. All right.
Well, I have to share my quick story because I texted you. What was it? Saturday, I guess it was, when we thought Buffalo was playing Jacksonville. My wife and I are at a establishment here where we live, and we're all sitting there and enjoying a good time. The Chicago Bears game is on all the big TVs. Well, on the little TVs, there is Jacksonville and Buffalo playing, and I'm like, wait a minute, why aren't they showing that playoff? First off, why are two playoff games going on at the same time? And then, so everybody sitting around us and us started getting into the Buffalo-Jacksonville game because Jacksonville's killing them, just tearing them up. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. So
yeah, I should have screenshotted this and uploaded it, because you text me at 10 o'clock going, hey, your man crush is proving me right again. Game over. And I was like,
going to share that.
And I was like, who? And you're like, Josh lost. I'm like, they're not even playing. They play tomorrow at noon.
That's not what
they're like,
said. You said,
and I was like, Bills play tomorrow. You're like, no, they just played. And I'm like, they play the Jags at 12 tomorrow. The Panthers lost earlier, and that was the game that had just ended. And you're like, oh, you're right. It was a repeat. Entire bar thought it was live.
Everybody was rooting like, yeah.
Oh man,
But you didn't put what you put in there. You said, Dad, are you drinking that THC drink again or some shit?
Well, I was going to leave that out, but I did say stop. I said, I was like, stop drinking that THC shit because you like to make up shit. And you were like, well, the drinking part is true. Oh man, that was classic.
Yeah, it was crazy because the Chicago game was awesome in itself, and then we're over there. I'm like, man, Trevor is killing it. Well, speaking of Trevor killing it, he killed their chances again.
Yep. Well, we're going to talk about the games here, but here are our picks. You suck again. You went 4-2. I went 5-1.
Again.
Well, I mean, my lead on the year is insurmountable at this point. So, 68 and 36.
It's insurmountable. That was very good word for me.
This is what you do when you know you've lost the argument and the place of greatness. which only I hold at the moment. So, but we were both right. Thank God. Cry Eagles cry. Thank God that's over. Even though I did it, it was entertaining to watch the saga of the Eagles and AJ Brown and how bad the offense is. So we both took San Francisco. We both took the Bears over Green Bay. I didn't like the way Green Bay was playing going into the playoffs. Neither of us did. I do think that game is different if Micah is playing, by the way. But, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And then we both picked LA over the Panthers, even though that was a good game. And all the games were good games. I mean, the Rams game, they only beat the Panthers by 3. 34-31 is good games all weekend until the Steelers game. That was the only blowout.
Concerning at the end of this week, quite frankly.
And so Packers was a 4-point game. 49ers won 23-19 over the Eagles. Bills 27-24. Jags had a first play of the game-winning drive, potentially throws an interception. I was all like, well, way to go, Trevor. Way to go, Sunshine. And then Patriots 16-3. So yeah, it was a fun, entertaining football weekend. So but overall, we both would have been in a positive realm in our picks if we were laying down money, and we just pick them. We don't pick against the if you're new to the show, we don't pick against the spread. We just pick the money line. So this upcoming week, let's go and get to them. Bills, no, I'm going to save that for last. We're going to say Bills, Broncos, because I think that's the best game of the weekend. Let's go out west. Let's go 49ers, Seahawks. Who you got?
Well, I'm riding with the quarterback. I say the Seahawks.
Your man crush? That's your man crush.
Yeah, but I don't think he's the greatest ever like you think Josh Allen is. I just think he's
I didn't
winning
say he's
games.
the greatest ever. I just said he was MVP.
I just think San Francisco, quite frankly, they came up against a stale Philadelphia Eagle team. Their offense is stale. It's predictable. But now they're going to go against, obviously, the number 1 seed in the NFC. And Seattle is going to be a different story because San Francisco just has too many people hurt. And losing Kittle is a crusher. He is, not only is he a great tight end, but he's also one of those guys on the sideline and in the huddle that just brings that attitude. So to me, they are really going to miss him being out there.
Yeah.
But credit to them beating the Eagles with their mash unit, really.
Yeah.
So my pick is Seattle.
Applause on that one from the crowd. I agree with you. Seahawks, the Kittle injury is devastating. I just don't know how you eventually overcome all the injuries. I mean, I think the coach of the year should be probably Kyle Shanahan, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What? Did you say something?
I was saying absolutely he should either him or D'Amico Ryans in Houston should be the coach of the year.
Well, I actually think it should be someone else in that division if they're going to go that way, and it should be Liam Cohen in Jacksonville. But so yeah, we both got Seattle. Let's go Rams in Chicago. What are you thinking? Well, you went first this time. I'm going the Rams. I think until he wins the Super Bowl, until he's considered the best in the game, I'm not going to put my faith in a guy who paints his fingernails. I'm just not going to do it. I love the coach. I love
even
everything
after
around
his
him.
comeback win.
I did see it. I just the arm talent is crazy. I get it. He has all the talent in the world. I'm just not going to support a dude who paints his fingernails. I'm not going to do it. Call me whatever you want to call me. I'm sorry. And I think Rams are a more complete team, especially with their defense. So I'm going Rams here. Who you got?
No, Bears. I'm going with the Bears. I think the Bears are rolling. I think they got momentum. And, I'm not kosher with the dude painting his fingernails, but that's that's his prerogative. And so it seems to help him throw the football. So I guess, bottom line is the Bears are going to win this. They're at home. The Rams got to play in the cold. So.
All right. So you got a Bears Seahawks final or NFC Championship. I have Seahawks Rams NFC Championship. And I've even though Ben Johnson, McVay, I think McVay is the better coach, by the way, out of those two. Ben Johnson's phenomenal, I think, offensively, but McVay is the originator. All right. Close to home here in Texas, you got the Texans at New England. Where are you going? You sticking Homer, or are you going to the Northeast with your pick?
This one's a tough one, but as I said, defense travels well. And that Houston defense right now, they are full of confidence, and they are just, man, the way they played this weekend, just destroyed. So I'm going with the Texans.
You know what?
I think with that.
You're right. Defense travels, but you know what also travels? Horrible quarterback play. All right. CJ Stroud should have cost them that game last week. He is not playing at a high level. You're going to Foxborough against that Patriots defense, against Mike Vrabel, and they have the better quarterback and better offense overall in New England. Give me the Pats in Foxborough. Thank you very much. So.
Wow. Okay. There. You don't go outside here in Houston. You're going to get eggs thrown at you.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily live in Houston, whatever. But, I am surrounded. I won't go over to your house anytime soon because I know your wife will stab me. So, All right. We saved this game for last. Broncos at the Bills. Superman does it last week. He should be the two-time reigning MVP. They're my pick at the beginning of the year to win the Super Bowl. I'm not changing it because they're still in the game, even though I think the Broncos are the better team with their defense. But I think Josh Allen just does Josh Allen things. Give me the Bills in Denver to go to the AFC Championship game.
Well, at some point, Josh is going to do what Josh does, and he's going to throw everybody off the cliff that believes he's going to win a Super Bowl. And I think it's going to be at Mile High because he's going to be lacking a little bit of oxygen, and he's going against a coach who has won a Super Bowl before, a defense that is way better, in my opinion, than Jacksonville's defense they just faced. So Broncos take this, and it's going to be the Broncos and Texans in the AFC Championship.
All right. I got Bills Pats. He's got a completely different one. Misinformed, ill-picked Broncos, Texans.
Whatever.
So, I'm going to say this is so, we can remove that.
You're going to
Josh
say what?
Allen, if I don't know if you actually watched the game, but hurts his knee, hurts his hand, was already fighting a foot injury, and the dude just gutted it out and overcame a very hot Jacksonville team. That to me says something. Okay, it proved his toughness.
I'm not saying he's not gritty. I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback. I'm not saying that he pulls things out of his ass to win games. But what I am saying is that he's one of those guys who just at the end, for some reason, whatever it may be, doesn't finish the job.
Okay.
And I don't think
so. I truly don't understand this analysis because you keep referencing this. What quarterback in the AFC doesn't fall under that category?
Mahomes.
That's the only one. That's the only one you can point to because they're in the Super Bowl like 5 straight years, essentially. The only one they didn't go to is the one that Burrow went to,
Who
and
does
Burrow
he
hadn't
get
sniffed the
compared
playoffs
to?
since.
He
Say
gets
what?
compared to Mahomes.
No, you want to compare him to Mahomes. I say that you use this argument against Josh all the time when it's literally every quarterback in the AFC except Patrick Mahomes. Like,
Right.
oh, he's going to do what he does. He's not going to get the job done. Well, none of these motherfuckers get the job done then. Someone's got to get it done this year.
What does that have to do with my point?
Your point is it's just asinine.
What you're saying is Josh Allen is just like all the other players in the AFC except for
No, that's what
Mahomes.
you say.
Well, that's what you're saying now because you're saying that who doesn't do that except for Mahomes?
Because they were going up against Mahomes.
You just locked him into that pile.
I'm telling you, he's the best.
You just proved my point.
He's been the best quarterback in the league the last 2 years.
Did he win a Super Bowl?
No. Doesn't mean he didn't have the best. He didn't have the best team last year.
Oh, okay. So he's Dan Marino in your eyes. Okay, I see.
No, I think he is. Listen, if I'm drafting a team right now, I'm taking Josh Allen number 1.
Okay, we know you love him. You don't have to prove your love. Should I?
No, I'm just trying to convince you that your statements are moronic.
Always and forever.
You're just moronic, and obviously the people watching have gone silent in the comment section, or they'd be backing me up on this right now. So,
yeah, you got so much backup coming in right now. Always and forever.
No, we're about to lose all of our viewers because you're singing that shit.
Oh Lordy.
Our viewership
went up with me singing.
Say what?
Our viewership went up three people when we singing.
No,
so there you go.
It stayed the same. I don't know what viewership you're watching. I saw it.
Well, all right.
Just saw it go up one.
Moving on.
All right. So, okay. Well, thanks. My own wife will not support me. Thanks a lot, sweetie. Appreciate that. You're not getting any loving tonight. That's how that makes me feel.
Oh, he's not getting loving. No, always and forever.
But no, let's go ahead and get tidbits, randoms, and whiskey of the week.
See, even Dave admits
Stop it.
Even Dave admits it.
Oh, good Lord. For those who don't know, Linda is my beautiful, beautiful bride. So, she always comes in at the end of the show. She always comes in clutch. So, but hey, tidbits, randoms, and no one guessed the whiskey of the week. So I guess I'm off the hook this week again. But you could be sponsoring the whiskey of the week, by the way. It could be brought to you by so-and-so company. Whiskey of the week. Could be a whiskey company. You never know. Or a bourbon company. But any tidbit randoms you got in that big ball-headed head of yours?
Well, I guess this may be a sports pet peeve, but why are we doing a Pro Bowl that is flag football? Good gracious. Flag football. They are playing flag football. Why don't we combine this with the WNBA and let them play some of the girls' teams since we're going to play flag football? Why are you even having a Pro Bowl with flag? Why don't y'all play softball or play basketball or do home? You're not even playing football. It's ridiculous what it's become. It's a flag football game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, all all-star games have essentially become, let's say, crap. NBA All-Star game started going downhill with LeBron James when he decided not to really start
I wouldn't
participating.
say that about baseball. Baseball's All-Star game is still a pretty good game to
Well, it
watch.
was really bad for a long time. Remember the game that ended in a tie?
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll say this, man. I just NBA All-Star game is trash. The Pro Bowl has become trash. It's just a
Flag
title.
football.
And this is, because they want to play flag football in the Olympics or whatever BS. But so yeah, I don't disagree with you on that. I will watch absolutely 0 minutes of it. I watch about as much of the Pro Bowl as I do WNBA basketball. So, yeah, there you go. By the way, your girl was at a Indiana Pacers game, courtside.
Yeah.
By the way, I guess she couldn't get you a seat.
No, Chief, I'm still waiting for Miss Cunningham to call me.
Yeah.
So, we need an interview, Sophie. I'm your biggest fan.
He is.
America's team, Indiana Fever. About to start their season before long.
What? They don't start till the summer, homie.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be positive. Let's get to the
They're not
summer.
even going to have a season because their dumb selves are holding out and not agreeing to the CBA.
That's another discussion that's just goofy, and we need that for another segment.
Oh my Lord! All right, yeah, coming up, let's we got things to talk about coming up. Basketball season, football season winding in. We'll have to start delving into basketball and a little more hockey. Yeah. So starting to become that time of the year. So hey, first show on the network. We appreciate everyone watching, appreciate everyone commenting, joining us for the duration of the show, or if you just tuned in for a little bit, we appreciate that as well. And yeah, thought it was a good first show. I had the first guest ever. Thank you to Delvin Morris, K-State, big dog. Looking forward to seeing him play up there in Manhattan. And yeah, other than that, great show. I thought.
All right.
Other than you making wrong picks again, so
other than you going always and forever, John, I love you. I love you.
Folks, I apologize. Stop. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna hit the end stream right now. Oh man, you're getting to the point where I just end the show without signing off. Oh man.
Well,
push me there.
All right.
Should we go another 30 minutes? Our numbers are getting higher than they've been all night. What the heck? But no. Catch us next week.
I told you my singing, and it's going up.
It's not your singing. My God, stop. Catch us next week, 7 p.m. live stream. Obviously follow us on you can see it there at the bottom of the screen on all the socials, X, TikTok. Make sure you follow Prime Coverage Sports Network that we just joined.
I think we need to bring Sir George next week.
Well, we didn't have Sir George this week because Delvin ended up being able to be on the show.
Yep.
So you might see some Sir George. You know who we might check in with? We might check in with on vacation manager B. Boach. Might be back on the show.
Oh no.
Your favorite guest, B. Boach.
We need to fill out some paperwork before he comes on the show of things he can't discuss.
Well, he's old, and I don't think he gives two shits. So,
I hope he does, or he's going to get awfully constipated. Bada bing!
So, yeah, well played there. All right, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Peace. We love y'all. Appreciate everything.
Good night. Good night.
Same old devil down the same old dead-end highway. Riding that storm run through my veins like a shot down tailspin airplane. Scared of nothing and I'm scared to death. I can't breathe and I catch my breath. But I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end. My music hits me so hard.